A couple months ago, I shared footage of this orca. It's the largest orca I've ever seen. It is as large as it is majestic. Last week, I filmed this great white shark. It didn't take long for me to wonder if I could film both orcas and great white sharks on the same day. So I made a plan to make it happen. This is how it went. Got all my buddies here. We're gonna go find some orcas, blue whales, and of course, try to get a shark. We're gonna go search for sharks, whatever else we can find, but maybe we'll find those danger dolphins, otherwise known as orcas. We are doing an expedition today to find as much sea life as possible. Let's make it happen. It's gonna be a good day. This is a quest to find nature. We always begin every day with no guarantees. But that is what makes finding nature exciting. We got some pretty big waves out here. Something's happening here. I saw a big splash. I don't know. Don't know if it's an orca or a humpback. Maybe a blue whale. Now we just wait and see. And just like that, our day was about to be incredible. It is not even 11 o'clock in the morning and we have orcas already. Oh yeah. By the way, this is my brother here. This is the first time he's seen an orca. And we have I think at least 5 of them there. Check this out. Ask any whale watcher and they will tell you, there's no find quite like orcas. So talk about a incredible setup. I mean, we're gonna have sharks just this way a little bit. We have orcas here. Clear.
Home point updated.
With the drone up in the air, it was time to identify this pod. Much like white sharks, orcas are often identified by the unique shape of their dorsal fin. This was a large pod, and we had a front row seat to this incredible encounter. But they have a secret. Whoa! They're traveling with a baby. It's more than a reason for their joy. This young orca is no more than 10 days old. As we observed the pod, we soon discovered it was 2 separate pods. Both traveled with a large male orca, and among them, another newborn. This was a first for me. I'd never seen a newborn orca, yet alone 2 on the same day. We think there's 15 orcas here. Now remember, we came out here today to film sharks. The orcas are just a cherry on the top, right? Incredible. I was not expecting to see this many orcas. I think this is going to be called the Apex Expedition. If we get on sharks later, great white sharks, it's an apex expedition for sure. As I filmed these pods, I came to the same realization I've come to hundreds of times. The view from above is second to none. I really wish you could get the sense of the scale of this dorsal fin. Man, these males are incredibly large. They could come under our boat. We keep sitting here patiently and hopefully get a really close encounter with an orca. After several hours of relatively slow milling behavior, they began to travel west, and at first, the pods became separated by only a few hundred yards. As they continued, they were nearly 3 miles apart from their first encounter point. This group included 2 rarely documented female orcas identified as CA-26 and CA-36. But more uniquely, we witnessed what may have been some of the youngest orcas on the planet. And that was truly special. So this area is hot for orcas because their food's here. That's the main thing?
Yeah. I mean, well, when you think about it, San Miguel Island, Santa Rosa Island, San Nicolas Island, those are some of the largest pinniped colonies in North America. There's literally hundreds of thousands of seals and sea lions. And not only that, there's dolphins and whales that come through this channel here. So they know that if they show up here and they, as is typical for them, they cover 20 to 40 miles a day, sometimes even more.
Ryan has this really cool idea. What are we gonna do, Ryan?
We're gonna drop in a hydrophone and listen to see if they're talking. It's because there's so many families of orcas together here and they're not doing anything in particular. We think they could be talking amongst themselves as they're socializing. So we're gonna put the hydrophone in the water. We're gonna see if we can hear any of their squeals or whistles. They are capable of making some beautiful sounds. So let's see if we can hear anything.
Didn't hear anything on the first try, but if they do hunt, like Ryan said, it could be pretty cool because we could hear them celebrating. So we'll see. There is no real explanation to explain why these pods came together to begin with. It's been said that orcas are among the most social creatures on the planet. And this encounter today certainly supports the idea that these orcas may have indeed simply been socializing. But it was time to shift our focus to sharks. We shifted our search toward the mainland. Could we find a great white shark on the same day? Going up. Here we go, let's find a shark. The conditions near shore were not promising. A red tide surrounded us, but that has never meant it was impossible. On my last flight and on my last battery, it happened. A white shark. As we approached, we all let it sink in that today was incredible. We witnessed the ocean's top 2 predators within hours of each other. For us, this was truly an experience we will never forget. And on this day, we may have very well been the only people on Earth to say they did this. And that defined what I can gladly call an apex quest. As I said earlier, there are no guarantees in nature. We gladly took what nature gave us. Today, she was kind. I plan to do this again in the future. Stay tuned.